Yeah, so it's just been interesting to see the growth, man. So, I'm just, looking forward to it.
That's cool.
I'm in contract talks to start producing a podcast for one of the school districts out here.
For real?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna start my own production company.
That's what's up.
Yeah. But I was like, man, like, I do this. They was like, would you do it? Man, come on, let's talk. I was like, let's talk, man.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, he trying to slow it down for me. Trying to give me what I want, huh?
He been asking for it.
Yeah. Okay. Where we going with this? Yeah, I'm Pre Diddy. I love you and the things you do. Coming back to me, girl, I hope I love you. Let the melody get in your head up and down, girl, like I've been coming through. Ooh, yeah. Let the melody serenade you, boo.
Maybe this wasn't a good idea.
I was gonna rap it. Idea. I was gonna rap it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just let the vocals do what it do.
It was the best idea. Oh my God,
man!
That is. I only played that so that you can understand how much more terrible you are.
Dude, like that. Hey, keep bringing them. Like I didn't know you was gonna switch it up on me.
I switched it all.
No, look, because I was like, I didn't know where I was gonna go with it. I was like, you know what? I don't want to rap. I need to sing, and I need to show my vocals. So
yeah,
it was like an up and down type thing. And then I only got like 20 seconds to figure it out after listening to the beat. But keep bringing me them type of beats, dog. That's nice. If I know I'm getting it, then I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah, no, I knew I was gonna throw you off, man. Yeah, but
Hey y'all, what up, man? Thank y'all for turning in Two Dudes and a Chick. It's your boy P Daddy riding in the caddy. Sorry, ladies, keep you waiting. Go ahead and say what's up to Daddy. Hey. What's up, ladies?
Why are so many pauses? And
it's the worst. It's the worst introduction in podcast. Right
I gotta
now.
wait for the cheering to go down. The audience is getting loud. It's getting louder and louder.
How about we save it for when we
our
have
numbers
audience.
is going up. That means there's more people. That means it's a longer pause. That means they going crazy.
Oh gosh.
What's good, everybody? This is Dr. IJ.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Tiff. Welcome
to Two Dudes and a Chick.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Roger.
Everybody looking at me. I'm looking at y'all like, what's going on?
Comedy, man. You comedy, man.
How y'all doing, man? Anything new? What's popping this week?
Man,
what ain't popping this week?
We got a lot.
Man, a lot to talk about, man.
We got a lot. Where we gonna start?
Dude, I want to start off, man, with R.I.P. to my favorite rapper, man.
Yeah.
If y'all know me, y'all know I love Nipsey Hussle, man.
Yes,
One of my favorite. I've been rocking with dude since 2013 when I got put up on him, and been rocking with him ever since. I just, what's crazy is I was just looking up his tour dates the day before it happened. I was like, man, I gotta catch him live.
Was there any?
I couldn't find him.
Oh.
I was like, I gotta catch him live. I want to catch him when he come through. And when we was in San Diego, me and Steve put together a top 5 rappers list that are out right now he was number 1 on both our lists. We was going through all that stuff, and just to hear this, man, that's a tragedy right there.
Man, I just got put up on them from you, because you kept telling me about Victory Lap
and how it reminded me of the podcast.
Yeah, you were saying that it was better than what Cardi B had put out, and I was just like, okay, I got to check this out. So that's what made me tap into him, and then from there, I was just consuming as much, just info from him as I could, bruh. And it's crazy because I was just this weekend looking at that, like, what was it? How well do you know your partner?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with him and Lauren London?
Yeah. know what I'm saying? It was just a good feeling that I got just seeing the two of them, you know what I mean, go back and forth, and him just being like a real one, but also like a real one that obviously loved his queen.
I didn't know. I was completely unfamiliar.
Dog,
Like, if you had him in the lineup,
what's crazy is
okay, guess I know.
nah, I'm feeding off what you saying. Like how you saying
anything.
how you saying you don't know him, and I'm like, that's crazy how much I play him. Like my kids know I play him. Everybody know but her. And it just made me think of how you said they did that little interview, how well you know your partner.
Yeah.
Failed. Go ahead, Tiff.
I could have just waited until after I finished saying what I had to say. Like, you talked about it, and then he talked about it, and then it was my turn to talk about it, and he just cut me off.
He did.
What you about to say?
It shows no remorse.
What you about to say?
I was gonna say that only reason why I knew who he was maybe was because of Lauren London. Like, I knew that was.
Yeah.
And then they had just did that GQ spread.
Yeah.
But as far as like his music and just what he stood for, he was a dope dude.
Yeah.
Solid.
Like, for real. And then for him to die like that over why dude did it, that was just whack.
A lot of people saying it's conspiracy, man.
I don't know.
Man,
about
we-
that.
It's been other people that got popped due to the government, and they try to make it seem like
We could talk about that, bruh. I think people who feel that way is absolutely insane,
I think it's dumb.
and just trying to find a reason why.
I feel like you can find a conspiracy theory in anything.
You can.
anything.
So it's just dumb.
It's
just
just
how
one
it
of them things.
happened. So
It's just
from
one of them things that don't make sense.
well, how it happened. So I was reading, allegedly, what I saw online was that only reason why he was at the store because he was meeting with somebody who had just got, one of his homeboys who just got out of jail, and he was hooking them up with clothes before he went to go see his family because he had been locked up for like 20 years or something like that. I don't know. So he went out there like on a flute without telling his team, his security, and just being regular Joe. And then apparently the guy, I forgot his name. Is it Eric Connor?
Eric Holder.
Holder?
Yeah.
So I guess he's a known snitch in the hood or whatever. And he was in the store, and they said, and everybody kept saying that he respectfully asked him to leave. Or I don't know what the exchange was, but respectfully asked him to leave. And then he left and came back, lit him up. At first, I was like, maybe somebody just like shot the place up. But then after seeing, do you see the video?
Yes. The
That
video
was-
makes it clear.
The
like,
video makes it that it was
Man.
personal.
Yeah.
Because
So-
dude blasted, came back, shot some more, left, came back, shot some more, and then kicked him in the head
Yeah.
and walked and ran away.
Yeah. He walked up on him, shot him.
That
in the head.
was, I'm trying to kill
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Because you either embarrassed, and apparently he's supposed to be like a mental case. I'm not really sure.
I think he's doing that for a cop out.
Maybe
The
that's where he got
crazy-
arrested at. Is at a
The crazy thing is that it tells you where Nipsey was in his life, that nobody around shot back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, nobody was in that state of mind that we need
like
to be
on
at
the fence.
exactly to where, like, oh, this nigga shooting, like, we gonna all shoot back right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, they was all in a different
Yeah, 'cause
state.
he
Me
was-
and Sid talked about that.
He
We
was literally able to like literally
Right.
run away,
Right,
and nobody like chased that. Like
right.
everybody
But-
was so like, what
Man.
just happened?
Man,
that
but you
lets
gotta
you-
think about when shots come from out of nowhere though, the first thing you're gonna do is duck and cover, see where it's coming from, then shoot.
I feel that, but I'm saying, like, if
don't
that
know.
is
Like
if that's the mind,
nobody wild west in
Nah,
these
bro.
It
days. I'm like,
depends.
Nah,
"Pop,
bruh.
Because
Nah,
like I
bruh.
told you, you said that to me, and I was like, Secret Services ain't ducking. They
Nah,
on
They
alert.
trained
and I
and
think
waiting.
it depends
Bruh,
on where
if
you at.
you
If you
live
on alert,
in an
you gonna be
environment
on
like
alert.
that, you're ready.
I'm
You stay
saying
ready.
that you're not ready, but I'm just saying at the same time, dude, you're not just gonna just pull it out automatically,
What
ready
his
to
point
go.
is that nobody around him where he was
Nobody.
at
Nobody
was about
chased
that
after
life
him.
like
No.
Oh,
that.
yeah, I agree to
Yeah.
that.
That's what he's saying.
That's like us being outside and somebody shoot at. We gonna all be there shot.
I'm staying strapped. Who?
Oh my god.
God, bro, can we have
Okay, I'm just messing.
Damn, nigga.
Oh my god.
I apologize, just for real.
But I'm just
So
saying,
that
like,
that is a good point.
if you surrounded by people who's living that type of life, You know what I'm saying? The
Somebody
saying,
would shoot back.
if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So, you feel me? Somebody would have shot back, or he wouldn't have just been able to walk up on Nipsey and just
Blast
you
him.
know what I'm saying? Because somebody would, you know what I mean? So, that just lets you know
As he was running
in a
away,
different-
he would have got shot in the head.
Right. That just lets you know he was in a different place in his life.
I'm actually surprised that dude was found alive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
You know they got him in solitary confinement.
Yeah, I thought the police.
there's no
had
way.
to. I thought somebody was going.
I thought for sure.
Was gonna
There's
get
no
him.
way. Like, even the police chief was like,
Yeah.
So I was listening to the Breakfast Club. I wanted to ask y'all this because Charlemagne kept saying like, if he's still alive, if the streets ain't got him. I felt for like, and I ain't no judgment. I don't know how I feel either way, but I felt for a second there like Charlemagne was even like saying like,
get him.
Everybody
Yeah.
was saying
Like
that.
niggas
Get
was
him.
just like putting
Get
an
him.
informal
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
out
yeah.
on
Everybody
this nigga.
was saying that.
Like get this nigga. Like don't let the police. Like we
Yeah,
handle this
like,
ourselves.
We got it,
Yeah.
guys. We got it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We gonna
I don't
get
know
him.
that he's ever gonna be able to go in general
Man,
population.
they got two of his family members from what I hear. Y'all heard about that?
I haven't heard.
They said
that.
two of his family members got caught up in
Did
the
you see
process.
that on media takeout?
Yes,
Oh,
but still.
God, we had this
Gosh.
conversation.
I'm telling you, can you
Last
stop?
Nah, I think I seen it somewhere else
No,
too.
you didn't.
Okay, I didn't, but still.
Don't reference media takeout here, okay?
Hey, but man, but this still a sad situation to see
It-
somebody
even
that,
not knowing
that had
him,
that much
it's still a
influence
very sad thing.
in hip hop. I listen.
Not so much just in hip hop,
This-
it's on his community.
I'm just saying, this is one of them. Like, I never trip off. Like, I haven't tripped off a celebrity passing in a long time. Like, through his music, it ain't too many people that I feel like I know like that, or like really like somebody I can vibe with. And he was one of them type of cats. Like, if we kick it, me and Nipsey gonna have a good time.
It felt like if there was social media when Pac died, it felt like this is what it would have been like. Because for like 2 days,
That's
I
so
couldn't
funny
even go
you
on my IG
said that.
without seeing Nipsey. Like everybody.
No, it was everywhere. So it's so funny you said that because he was like, man, I didn't even feel like this when Pac died. And I was like, well, one, you were hella young. And
Right.
two, over the past, how long has it been?
20-something years.
something years.
Go. I ain't say nothing. When I stop myself, you stop. Like, I was about to when I caught myself. Said, let her finish.
Over the course of however long was it, 25 years?
Yeah, something
wherever
like that, yeah.
he's been gone, so much has evolved,
Yeah.
and we're seeing so much. I was like, that's why you weren't affected by it like you are now. Because do you know how quickly it went from he got shot to he died? How quickly that spread?
Yes. Quick.
I mean, like
Wildfire.
But dude, too, what she was saying about Pac though, like, I disagree with what she was saying, because it wasn't music pumping out like that, like when Pac was around, versus how it is now. And we used to study Pac, like listen to Pac verbatim over and over and over and over. I listen to way more Pac, way more than I did with Nipsey.
Yeah, but I think you're wrong, bro.
Nah, I disagree, dude.
Look, man.
I disagree. Look, Pac even had movies, from Pac movies to his music. Movies have way bigger influence than music.
I'm not taking that away. All I'm saying is bring Pac into 2019, take Nipsey to 1996.
it'll
Right.
be complete reverse.
Like if social media was around when Pac died, bruh, that's to me is what made this more palpable, is the fact that for 2 days, every time I log on to IG, everybody got their stories. It was just
everywhere.
Nipsey. Bruh, I've
It was
never
even on the
seen more
news.
pictures of dude. You know what I mean?
You know, I was watching the news. It was on the news.
And I felt like people who would post something of themselves was getting checked too. Like you saw people really stop posting like pictures of themselves to honor this man. So it was just like everywhere you turn, you could not. And like
Yeah,
you
they were like,
said,
April Fool's is canceled.
his music it was not as out there as Pac's. So just imagine Pac.
Was it though, or because it shows the influence he have right now though?
Bro, I'm not doubting the influence that he had right now, but I'm just saying, just imagine Pac and what the social media response would have been. You would have felt that.
I'm not talking about social media though. I'm talking about just the effect though.
But I'm saying that part of the effect is because of social media.
That's everybody else. I'm talking about me personally though.
Yeah.
Is you saying something going over my head or something?
I'm saying that part of what you're feeling with him is due to like just the exposure. Like you can't get away from it.
Visual.
I'm not saying, I'm not going to
You're
deny the
saying
fact
because you saw him in a
that you're
movie
older
and
now.
all that stuff.
And so you're
No.
able to process death
Yes.
differently than you were when you were a child.
I am saying
like
that.
I'm not saying that, but I'm also saying like you can't deny the impact that social media plays into how you receive something and feel something.
I said
I
it
didn't even
definitely has
follow
something to do with
Nipsey.
age. We were 13, 14
Bruh,
when
ain't
that
nobody
happened.
talking about following Nipsey.
Doesn't matter. And I gave the example of like Rodney King. Like, of course, it's been police brutality, but that was like really the first time we really seen it, and that made the whole big of a difference. And now
First
it's
time
just
she
like,
seen it. Go.
This nigga is
Anyway.
the absolute.
so
worst.
Amber Rose is pregnant again.
What? With who?
Hold on, man. I thought.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
take him.
No,
I'm like
go,
so
go.
over him right
you,
now.
You having a bad day. Like you see when she came in here, how she was
over
flashing on
him.
everybody.
Nah, bro.
I'm scared to
Hey,
say something, dog.
Hey, I give it to her, bro. Is for whatever reason you were like being goofy at a time when the whole
I'm not, dog.
when
Like,
the mood is
hey,
saying we're not being goofy.
Hey, this is like last week when I told her about that. I'm like, man, why was y'all ganging up on me last week when I was just asking normal questions? I don't
Bro,
even want
you-
to go there,
No,
but that's what
no.
y'all be doing.
No, sometimes you ask normal questions.
Dog,
Your normal like, okay, you just don't know questions.
That was I don't know. That's what I'm
Sometimes
saying.
you
Y'all just think I
ask-
don't. Y'all
nah.
think I know, but I don't know.
Sometimes
Sometimes
you
it's
be
like take a
asking.
minute and think about it, and then
Yeah.
you can kind of figure it
You
out
be
for yourself.
asking clickbait questions. You be
it
asking.
don't.
You be like, I'm gonna ask this question to lead them down.
That's what y'all thinking I'm doing that when I'm
Shut
asking
up.
a regular question, and y'all be like, okay, never mind. I ain't gonna even answer
Yes.
Hey, your tail, you have a tail. Your tail is your smile.
that. Nah, 'cause
Whenever you
know
ask
what?
an ill ass question, you look at us with an
Cheese
ill
hella
ass
hard.
smile.
Nah, cause y'all be looking at me like this nigga. I'm
Nah,
like, nah,
bro.
I already know what y'all thinking.
Nah, bro.
Whatever.
Alright.
Anyway, I think she's pregnant from an Oakland boy.
Oh
AE?
yeah, I know who you talking about. Yeah,
What's
yeah,
it?
yeah,
AE, it says Oakland boy.
yeah. Nah, he executive, I think, for a record company.
Yeah, A&R for Def Jam.
There you go. Yeah,
Congratulations, Amber
town
Rose.
business,
Vice president of A&R.
town
Def Jam.
business. Hey,
So
that's a
they're
good
having
one.
They're having a boy.
Is that a good one
What?
to get Amber Rose pregnant?
Nah, I
Why?
don't think so.
Amber Rose
What
still
makes
got
it a good one?
She still got it.
She still
That's
got
that's
what?
bragging rights.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
She only got one kid.
Yeah, her
Yeah,
and Wiz
yeah.
Khalifa.
Yeah, nah.
Amber ain't
I
washed.
think Wiz Khalifa is dating that one.
Amber ain't washed.
I'm not saying she washed.
So why it
bruh.
ain't if you hit Amber, you wouldn't be bragging on that.
Nah, bruh.
You wouldn't tell me.
Bruh, if
You wouldn't tell me.
of course I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Cause that's not.
You ain't
Look.
gonna come on here and be like, you know me and Amber.
Bruh, so I am gonna tell you that. But all I'm saying is, bruh, like, I want to be the first. I don't want to be the
You
last.
be repping Oakland hard. That's dope.
That's all I'm saying, bruh.
Okay.
Like you hitting something that is like, okay, yeah, that's been passed down through generations.
Yeah.
Now, okay, you the latest. You know what I
just
mean?
another notch.
Right. Like I
Just
want to
another
be like,
notch.
I'd rather be the nigga that be like, yeah, but I hit them first.
So you want to be
You
the
want to
Kanye?
be Ray J.
Yeah.
Nah, he Kanye.
No, he's Ray J. I hit it first.
Ray J.
I know.
But yeah, Kanye too.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I want to be that nigga. Like, yeah, bro. Like I upgraded from that. Not like nigga, I'm on Amber Road. Like, nah. But now, would I still hit? Like, for sure.
Hey, let me ask y'all something because it's still on this topic. Do you think washed up hoes make better wives? It's a real question. I was having this question. Like, why y'all laughing? I was talking about this. Like, I wanted to get y'all input on it.
You're hilarious.
Nah,
bruh.
for real.
Why is
Like,
it on topic? You think Amber was a hoe?
yeah, Amber got like,
Bruh.
and I don't know. I ain't gonna speak on Amber, but I'm just saying like she got the whole
I think
slut walk.
washed up hoes.
But the
understand
slut
love
walk,
different.
you know
I'm
what
just
the
saying.
slut walk
I
is for?
know, Tiff. I'm just saying like no need
You
to
can't
get
say
into.
I know and then use it as an
No need.
example.
Amber has a reputation. Some would say of being a hoe.
Okay.
Would y'all agree or disagree?
That's
Okay.
kind of the whole point of the slut walk.
Would you agree or disagree?
Okay, I'm with you.
I don't know.
All right,
nothing
so
about Amber Rose
trick Amber, take
besides
Amber
that
out.
she
Let's
dated
take Amber out
Kanye
of this because
West.
one day we gonna meet her and she gonna play this. So take her out of this
It's
situation.
okay. She play this.
Is she
Okay.
black?
No,
She's white.
no. I think she mixed.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
All right, so look, so my question to y'all, and stop laughing. Do you
Can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
A hoe that's done hoeing? Not when I say not paid hoe, I'm just like
No, we know what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think when they're done, like they make better?
No.
Why?
Because I feel like you're never done.
You don't think you can never not be a hoe?
No, I think you're always working an angle.
But even if you working on that person, like giving them everything that you learned, your experience.
I think they're always working an angle. I think they might love you and they might be comfortable with you and they might be happy with you, but just like a rat, you put some cheese in front of them,
they're gonna bite.
Come on,
Tiff, what you think?
I think anybody can change. I'm
with you on that. I think it's something to it, like hoes becoming the best housewives. Cause they tired of playing the games. They tired of being in the streets. Is
they tired of playing the games, or is it just that like
even if they running the game on you, the dude is cool with it. It's a give and take, no different than a regular relationship.
I got you. I think if you
her mother is Creole.
She black.
I hate
and her dad is.
I know. Man,
it says her mother is Creole, that is of African Cape Verdean.
That's black.
And
I know that, but I feel like sometimes
my grandma in Creole.
I get that, man, but I feel
her
like
father is Irish and Italian.
People who not black
throw Creole out there.
You black
to explain that they is black, and I be want to.
But they not that kind of black,
right? And I be want to say, like, but you not black though. Like, don't throw out I'm Creole.
I ain't black. I'm just black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, your Creole card don't make you black. I just want to throw. I don't care what.
My grandma, first girl I heard say that Geechee talk. Like, that's my Geechee.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell is Geechee? But yeah, she black. I give it to her.
I'm taking it away.
Yeah,
I'm not convinced. The little Creole part that says you want to be black.
Man, you know what? You know what's crazy though, dog? I ain't
she
gonna
didn't
lie.
had enough black DNA inside of her, though. Maybe it didn't.
Yeah. Hey, one of the first things I'm like, man, when Nipsey got hit, I was just like, I hope he got more music out. Like, it's like one of the first things I ran. I hope he got another album dropping.
It'll be
so
dope.
He only dropped one. I know he dropped the.
Nah, he was.
He
got mixtape.
He had that one mixtape that he made 1,000 and was selling like.
That's why I was telling Tiff
for $100.
He said he used that to pay for the
tour.
Something like that.
So see, is for me that if I don't think there was a conspiracy to kill him. I think if you really sit down and look at all the facts and the details, right, like it'll become obvious as to why he was killed. I know people have to find the reason, and it's easier for black people to constantly be in a defeatist mode of like the white man is the reason why niggas is dying instead of taking responsibility and being like, we killing each other, you know what I'm saying? But if I was to take up a conspiracy theory and say like, the government did kill him, it wouldn't be because of no Dr. Sebi.
No, because that's all public knowledge,
right.
Isn't it?
To me, it would be because like his music wasn't just about the glorification of hip hop and making money. It was about empowering and how do we transform our community. Man. That is a more dangerous message to me
than that there's a cure for AIDS.
Right. Like you telling people don't go buy a car, buy an apartment building. And take care of your people.
Mm-hmm.
That's because if every nigga in America started doing that, we would overnight flip the tides of wealth on his head.
Us.
So exactly. So that's why I feel like if there was like I feel like niggas need to. It's a magic trick. Like stop looking at the hand that's trying to distract you and look at the hand that's doing the actual magic. You feel me? Because you over here looking at a magic trick right now, getting stuck on the wrong thing.
Hey, I heard a lot of stuff about us, dog. And a lot of people was on your hype.
For real? Because we had somebody out there, I ain't gonna name no names, but somebody out there was y'all had it all wrong. Like, nah, we didn't have it all wrong.
Was it me?
No, it wasn't you.
Oh, Shay. Yeah. Nah, that us, man. A lot of people on your hype talking about like the compare and contrast between the rich and the poor. Like it's people out there just like you. Like that's what they were trying to say. I listened to one. I think it was Brilliant Idiots. But they was going deep into it. I was like, this is a good review. They was talking about
I must have missed that one.
How the son name is Jason, always wearing a mask.
Like Jason.
Like Jason. Like they was talking about
The
what
rabbit reference.
the rabbit. You heard that?
I was just reading about it.
Oh, you Googled it? What did it say? Because they talked about that too. Like you can't survive off of just pure rabbits. It's called like a rabbit syndrome type thing.
Well, he was saying that it said that the reason that, how what's her name? Adele, or what was the girl's name?
Don't matter.
I don't know. So the girl,
Yeah.
her, she was telling them that they survive off of raw rabbits because rabbits reproduce so fast.
So quick, yeah.
So they were able to do that. But then there was also, did you notice, I was just reading how it was all white rabbits and then a couple of brown ones. Then there was rabbits on the shirt. It was just like references. Like when you break down stuff and like, it makes you want to go see the movie again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like
now to me, that's too deep of a.
But
did you also notice too
I think it's
when
a
the
lot
white
of
lady was like whatever the series, the girl name was, because they changed it. It wasn't Alexa. It was somebody else. She was like, call the police. And then the F the police song came on.
Yeah.
I felt like that was saying like, trick you white people and F the police because they don't be caring about us. So F them to come and save you.
I feel it.
Hey, they said
Was that too deep?
Nah, they said like I think I want to see it with my eyes open this time because they saying there's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Here's the thing for me.
Even down to the dude.
If Jordan Peele wants to come and do a 45-minute lecture
I'll watch it
on what us
Breaking it down?
is and breaking it down.
I don't think he is though.
I'll listen. But I ain't giving him another $6.50 of my money to go see a movie.
I don't think he gonna do that because it's too much talk about it right now. So he just leaving it in the air.
No,
and
I
everybody
get-
else
I get
figure it
that.
out.
but-
if you read it, he does talk about the movie.
Damn it! I try to get deep.
You can find it.
All I'm saying is like
That's why you said the ending. He left it vague.
I'm gonna be even more disappointed if I go to the movies and I'm like, oh, I get that reference now, but it's not entertaining enough for me to.
Yeah, I want to go see it again.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll wait till it gets.
I do want to go see, what's it called? The Little. Definitely want to go see that. Another field trip on Tuesday, guys.
The Little.
Yeah.
What is The Little?
But The Little is the big, not big. It's the the big. It's not a big remake, but it's big-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, is you gonna read Charlemagne book?
Oh, you mean, bruh, did you finish it?
No, because I was sick.
Wait, can we finish this
Yeah.
and then move on? Gosh.
Go.
Did you know the little girl was like executive producer?
The youngest one in Hollywood.
Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
For real?
And the girl, it is Isa.
He said Issa.
Oh, okay.
I said Issa.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Isa.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
the youngest one.
Yeah.
She is so dope. The
He
little
said,
girl.
It's Issa.
So yeah, she's the youngest.
Hey, you like being me, huh?
that's what you said.
Hey,
I'm
you
like,
been,
look, I'm like,
hey,
okay.
you been pretending to be me all week,
I
man.
said, all right, dog.
Get it
I
out
ain't
your system. This pretend to be Dr. IJ.
Hey, you know what's another thing that made me think about you?
What?
Speaking of being you, not that I'm trying. Nah, I ain't even no correlation to that. But man, dude, I seen that young man passing, dog. The video came out of the dude that you was mentoring.
Yeah.
That was a sad case, man. It went down exactly how you said it. Like them dudes had enough time to handle it and do everything right. They just executed homeboy.
Yeah.
Man, that's a sad thing, dog.
Just like I was saying, bro, like they could have figured it out.
Yeah,
They
it's
coulda
a
been
whole
like-
lot. They could, and then to see the fact the dude like, look, if you go for that gun, you know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man. Like, y'all ain't even have to go there. Y'all could have snatched them up from the other side. Y'all could have tasered them. Shoot them with a rubber bullet.
So
like
it's a
whole
setup
bunch.
from the gate, especially because I ain't seen the video. But if you telling me that somebody said like if he go for his gun,
Oh
You
yeah,
know
look,
what to do.
dog,
You
know
look.
what to do.
Like that.
Oh, you didn't
it's
see the video?
No.
The cop was
My
like,
nigga,
okay, so if you go for the gun, like you know what to do.
Look,
That's
dog,
exactly
they
what he said.
surrounded him. Everybody got guns.
He
drawn,
couldn't go
surrounded him.
anywhere because there was a
A
police
car-
car in front of him, a police car in back of him.
Two of them in the back
on
and one in
side.
the
Like,
front.
he
And
wasn't
he blocked
going
in a
anywhere.
drive-through.
Right.
A drive-through with 3 cars surrounding him. They shining the lights all up in his face while he sleep. They were out there for like a solid 5 to 7 minutes. Like, they shining the light like he's still in the car. He's asleep. He got a gun. So like, oh, he's moving. Okay, no, he's still asleep. So look, you gonna open the door? What you gonna do? You gonna open the door? You gonna pull him out? Okay, so look, I'm gonna open the door and we're gonna pull him out. And if he move, he got the gun. You know, like they having a whole discussion with the light in his face while he sleep. I'm like, come on, man. And then on top of that, they got the call. So he was asleep the whole time in the parking lot from the call, all the way to 3 police getting out there, all the way from them shining a light on his face, for them trying to. So
Could
he
have
was.
been a matter of
he was in
them
the-
opening up the police car doors, like ready if he shoot at them to shoot back, but like sounding open. You know how they got that loudspeaker,
did
the
a
bright
whole
light.
bunch of
They
things.
could have shot one of the beanbag things in
Man,
there.
they could have just sliced down the little thing that no window.
Yes.
Just sliced down there, grabbed the gun, and like just open the door, like hit him both ways.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of stuff they could
Bruh,
have
they
done
coulda did a
besides just
lot of-
executing that young man.
I would have even. Now, I don't even
Shoot him
advocate
in the
this,
leg or
but I
something.
would have down there been okay if somebody been like, nigga, I'm gonna open the door and we gonna tase him.
That's what I said.
And
I
then,
just said
you know,
that. Like,
so
yeah,
they-
I mean, that's a
But,
cold way
like,
to wake
at
up,
least-
but
but at least
least you
he
wake
ain't-
up.
dead. To just get woken up like
But
just
if
pee
you
on
gon-
yourself.
but
Like,
if you gonna tell me that somebody said you know what to do, it's a setup. Y'all was planning on killing this. So that's basically if you a nigga and a gun and you got a gun on you, you gonna die. Period. Point blank.
point
Yeah.
blank period. Yeah.
Like it
No,
ain't
if
no.
they think you, even if they think you
Even if
have a
they
gun,
think, but if you definitely got a gun,
you're definitely dying.
you're dead. You show me a nigga
Because
that
even the dude that was in the car in his seatbelt told the cop, I got a gun. The guy, and he told him to get his wallet. He's like, okay, I got to get my wallet. I'm getting my wallet, and still shot
still
him.
got shot.
Because he was scared.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a death. It's an automatic death sentence. You feel me? And that's like not even want to take it back to Nips, but it's like that's where I understand people's frustration and really believing that it was government designed for Nips to die because there's so much anger about the fact that like we actually see them executing us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it just makes sense to me. If you say, man, I see this video of them executing this young man when they didn't have to do it, I can logically jump to, oh yeah, they executed Nipsey. Like it's a easy
It's
jump.
an easy.
It's not even a hard jump for me. You know what I mean? Like this, that shit is really sad, man. We actually talked about it today in my boys group. The boys really wanted to talk about it. You know what I mean? They was definitely on the Dr. CV train, just like driving head first.
Well, you know
into
the
that.
internet would do that to you too.
I know it will, and I was like, man, y'all, it's a magic trick, right? But it was one young man. I'm gonna have to call him when we get done too. Didn't say nothing the whole time.
Just listening.
Full jokes before we started talking. As soon as we started talking, completely just
Shut down.
shut down.
Damn.
Just completely shut down.
What you think that is?
Man, I
You
really
had to
think
guess.
I really think it is. I really think it is him really just trying to reconcile what happened. But it was also like the conversation turned to being able to talking about, can you really escape your past? Right. So one of the young men said that his brother basically said, this is a black kid. He said his brother basically said, what Nipsey doing in the hood? You got all this money, yada, yada, yada. Like, why is you still going back to your neighborhood? So we had to stop right there and be like, all right, you
Break
need
that
to,
down.
Let me tell you something,
Right.
young man.
like you need to check your brother, right?
Yeah.
Like why is that a narrative that he shouldn't go back to his hood and invest in his hood? You feel me? Like that's
I was just about to read something that Nipsey said.
that's bad thinking by black people on top right there.
I want to
But
get out. Yeah.
we was just talking about like, you know, like Nipsey got bodies. You know what I mean? Like he got bodies on his record. You feel me? So it's like when you live that certain lifestyle,
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
are you
Has he gone
ever?
to jail before?
I don't know if
believe,
he.
yeah.
I don't know if he ever have or not. But it's just he's even said like the fact that I'm here made it out unscathed. You know what I mean? Like, so do you ever really get an opportunity to make it out completely, or is it like the sins of your past gonna always? That was just something we was just talking about today, and I think because I know this young man when he was younger, like he only 18, but when he was 14, 15, 16, like he was really out in the streets
putting
like,
in work. So you think he thinking like, man, will that be me one
Is
day?
this gonna be
No
my
matter,
end?
like
My
right
demise?
now,
how far I try to
right now I'm in this man's groove. I'm getting my
that
life
makes
together,
sense.
and
Yes.
now will I be
Yes.
hunted by my past and the things I've done?
And I think I was just looking at him as we was having. I was wondering, like, is he thinking that to himself? Like,
It makes
will I
sense.
make it out? You know what I mean? But it was a real ass combo because, I mean, that's the question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do they ever truly let you go?
So would you say in a situation where if you have put in that work, you have, everybody know what putting in work is.
Yeah.
Now you do something positive or make enough money to where you can pull yourself out and take yourself out of that situation. Are you supposed to get out and be positive somewhere else and contribute to your hood in some different type of way?
So, what I was saying to the boys is like, that's the importance of finding a purpose in life. You find a purpose in life and you hope that you can put just as much positive energy back into the world as you took out of the world at some point. And that will be enough of an offering to allow you to have some semblance of peace for the remainder of your life. I just think that unfortunately, like some people just don't get an opportunity to make that full transition. It's like that video that Brother Nick sent us, where DL Hughley was talking about we killing our tomorrows today or something like that. Mm-hmm. Just this idea of like we have so much promise in front of us, but we don't take time to allow it to develop. Yeah. I mean,
from what Charlemagne always say, from Malcolm Little to Malcolm X, people don't get a chance to become the Malcolm X.
Exactly.
Like if you would have judged Malcolm Little for who he was and would have stayed in there, or if he would have died, he never would have matured to have that impact.
It's only one, when you really think about it, it's only one decade of your life. Most of us live in 10-year increments. It's only, and it seems like at the end of 10 years, you look at yourself and you be like, what am I going to do the next 10 years? And you begin to switch up and you begin to transform and morph. We judging people off of 10 years, whereas other people, we giving them 50, 60, 70 years to fully blossom. Some people don't even begin to blossom and come out of the ground until they in their 40s. Mm-hmm. If you think about like a Steve Harvey didn't even have his big break in comedy till he was damn near 40. Now we look at Steve Harvey at 60 something and we like, oh, Steve Harvey is
the man.
But them 2 decades of 20 and 30, right? He, you know what I'm saying? He was homeless, sleeping in
struggle bus.
So we don't give people an opportunity, and that's really kind of the sad thing about it is it's really some young people out here that I think is trying to reverse the energy that they putting out.
I was reading about that, and they're saying really our community only don't give them a chance to blossom. Is other communities like parents stick with them and make sure that they mature, stick it all the way out through. In our community, when you turn 18, it's like, yo, you gotta go. When I was 18, I had to figure it out and do it on my own. Like, you ain't no different than me.
And we got to get out of that too. Like, just because it happened to you when you was a kid, don't mean you got to repeat it with your kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cycle.
Exactly. Like exactly. Be a cycle breaker. Like, that's what we should all be striving to be. Like, I'm gonna be a cycle breaker. You know what I mean? And that to me is really who Nipsey was. Like, I'm a cycle breaker. Like I
learned better.
We gonna take this rap game, and we gonna present it in a different way.
What did he say?
He said, I taught my niggas how to fish. Some caught more than others. Some said they'd rather be fed. Some passed me up in the process. But at the end of it all, I know I ain't hide the game from my people, and I'm real for that. Like, it's like he had the game. I want you to succeed.
Exactly.
Yeah. Go ahead and pass me up. That's
Exactly.
dope. Then take that and ripple effect. Pay it forward. Do that. Listen, so look, he said that. And then somebody said, we need more niggas like Nipsey Hussle. # legend never die. It's too much greed and niggas hating on their own. People just wait your turn, play your position. Future said, yeah, we do need more like us. I've been teaching and preaching for a decade, also showing and proving what hard work and dedication gets you. Wait, what?
Come on, man.
Everybody
Went in on him, huh?
everybody went in on him in the
Like,
comments. It was like,
all,
first of all, go take care
Where
of
God
your
say,
kids.
where's your son at?
Yeah.
There's like,
Who
first of
raising
all,
your son?
go take care of
What
your
is you
kids. Go
talking
teach
about?
your kids something.
Just because you name your son Future, nigga.
Don't think.
They were
Come
like,
on,
this
bud.
post was not about
Sometimes you just got to know your lane and be like, hey,
Now's not the
I ain't gonna
time.
even tap in on that
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna just like it and push it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just agree. I concur.
I
Yeah, that's
concur.
all you gotta do. Like,
Yeah.
nigga,
Like,
what is
yeah.
you talking
Yeah,
about?
like,
I've
man,
been
I've been
doing
putting in
this.
work trying to
Have
show
you been
people that
doing
what?
this? Really?
Nigga that lost his
I just
mind.
thought that was funny.
Dude,
Hey, now that's how you bring in the jokes.
who bringing in jokes? I'm being me.
No, nigga, you constantly been trying to bring in the jokes
I'm
at the
bringing
wrong
me.
time. That's how you supposed to do it, bro.
I'm being me, dog.
Hey, so your boy Ghost might be in trouble. What's his
Oh,
real
he
name?
kissed Beyonce.
So the
Oh,
it was
seen
the
that?
I heard that I heard he double tapped.
Hey,
it.
but you want to know what's funny though? Because I was watching it, and then he said what's up to Jay, and then he went and said what's up to B. But when he did it, I thought to myself, so I was like, dang, he about to get two. That second kiss was kind of unnecessary.
Yeah.
And then everybody, the Beehive,
Yeah.
attacked. It was a heck of funny.
First of all, I feel like you go in for that second tap.
He didn't need to go in for that second
like,
one.
He went
That
for the
was-
heart, dog.
That was
you know,
the
that-
second one was a
Hey,
bit.
Listen,
You pushing it.
He went for that like heart. He double tapped. Like,
you,
nah.
you may never get another double tap in
I
your
think
life.
that's probably what he was thinking.
Yeah,
Go
he
for
was
the
like,
double.
I'm going for the heart.
Go for the double
for the
tap,
heart?
bro. Go for the double tap. You
With
ain't
the
gonna
red
never,
heart?
bro. You ain't gonna never get a double
Man,
tap
I'm
again.
cool.
Go for it,
It
nigga.
was
Get as
heck
close
of
as you
funny.
can. Matter of fact, get so close that Jay got to
Hey,
put his hand on.
what you would do if that was me? What would you
Somebody
think
went in for the double.
if I went for the heart?
Oh, if you did
Yeah.
to
If I was Ghost, me in that situation, B, because you know he married to that chick. So
white
what you
chick.
think his wife said?
She didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I don't think the wife said anything.
What would you say?
It's Beyonce. I probably would have went for 2 kisses too.
Yeah,
Get a pass.
yeah, I think the wife might be like that. Hey, really though, it's just the Beehive that's gonna get on you.
It was funny though.
I don't mind as long as the Beehive don't
They
stop
were
watching
just
Power.
they were just like, we see you.
Yeah. Look, I'll be like, I see me too. Like you ain't gotta
was
see me.
a heck
Beyonce.
I
of
see
funny.
me too. Like I'm ready be for some B.
Hey, did y'all see that video I sent y'all?
I did,
What you think about that?
bruh. So
I know you didn't watch it.
You
Hey.
sent us a video
Yeah, I
yeah,
sent you the video.
yeah.
in the group chat.
Yes.
Oh my God.
What
yes.
video?
Man, it's
Tell
go-
them about
go
the
ahead.
video.
It's you explain it better, brother.
So the video is basically
You sent it a long time ago.
No.
nah. I don't even know.
Well, you know what? Your girl is booked and busy. I probably just was like,
you
I'll
gotta-
get back to it later, and I just
You got to
forgot.
check it out. But it's basically of a video of a woman in Dallas
I actually
getting
put you guys on silent.
getting mollywopped.
Molly.
Oh wait, you talking about the breakup prank?
Nah.
Oh.
No, she was getting like dude was acting like he was
Oh,
a
wait.
real boxer.
In the parking lot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you know the charges just got dropped
Oh,
on
did
him.
they?
Mhm.
No.
On him,
On him?
Yes, the charges just got dropped.
and she got a warrant out.
I don't know, but it was over like a parking dispute.
Yeah,
or
and she bust his
something,
window, and he went
and then
Tyson
he
on
went
her.
off, but the charges was dropped.
Nah.
I just
want-
I just read it. The charges is dropped.
Yeah.
No. We gotta look that
he
up.
went full blown
Listen.
Creed.
E-drama.
We got. Nah, you
I
gotta show
ain't
me.
I ain't reading media takeout or nothing.
CNN.
I'm normally pretty accurate with my.
No, I know you is, but
No, I just
feel
read
like if
it,
they
and
drop,
I was like, dang, because he kind of like went in on her.
I feel like
He
if they drop
Hey,
charges
he do
on
a
him,
3-set combo
charges
on
got
him.
dropped.
like
Hey, the
that.
city of Dallas is going crazy right
It's
now.
right here. Dallas County District Attorney drops felony charge against the woman who was assaulted by a Dallas.
They
No,
dropped
the
on
woman.
her.
Oh, she was on whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
That's why I sent it to y'all. She got beat up like that,
She
and
got,
then she got,
and then she busted his windows.
and she got.
and
So
they
they was like,
charged her.
they was like, it's,
Oh, and so they blamed it on her.
No,
No.
they just said that she committed
that she committed a crime
too.
And he
too.
responded.
No.
Did he get in trouble at all?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but the fact is, she got in trouble too for busting his window.
They were basically saying after he did that to her, she busted his windows, and they said that she committed a crime too.
I'm sorry, pause. Did you see what her name was?
No, what is
don't,
it?
no, don't do my sister like that.
What
Nah,
is it?
nah,
No,
see,
no,
we
tell
ain't-
me.
nah,
No,
nah. We can't uplift our people and then be like,
No, yes,
did
we
you-
can. We can uplift and tear down
I was
simultaneously.
just looking
No,
at it and
no.
I was like,
Hey,
wait,
it's
what?
like-
Hey, give me the name.
Tata Talicious. She got a sick name, dog.
Hey, what's
Wait
the
a
name?
minute. The
La La
damage
Lakeisha
to his
or
truck
something,
was
it's like-
$2,500. What did she do to his truck? A window
A
was
window.
She busted the
$2,500.
window.
He
You
had
know
he had
how
a
like
truck driver window or
yeah,
something like.
you know how you
just
stuff
go-
with cars.
Was it La La Lakeisha or something like that?
It is I think it's La Dejanique.
La Dejanique.
But look how it's spelled. L.
See, nah, man, y'all wrong
yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
I do not
Hey,
support
no,
this.
that's what it is.
I did
But
not-
Dejanique.
Yeah.
The Dejanique Lee, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't support y'all.
Yeah.
and
Nah,
going in on
nigga.
their name.
Hey, that take me back to that Key and Peele video that when that nigga came to class pronouncing names wrong. If you pronouncing names like LaDejanake all your life, nigga, you get to a name like Aaron, you gonna be like, I don't know how to say this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Nadia, they was look,
I
man.
think he lost his job though.
It was
I don't know.
it was a Bush League move for the Dallas Police Department to charge her with a crime. It was a
Oh,
move.
because it was over the amount. That's why it was considered a felony.
Look, I understand that it was. I understand, but I'm
You
just
gotta let
saying,
some
like
things go.
some
Like-
things you got to just be
Like they let it go. Eventually, they let it go anyway. So why bring it up? If you can let it go now, like
or they could have been like if you was gonna charge her with a misdemeanor with the understanding that we're gonna drop it anyway. Like, don't charge her with no felony. Look, and they said when the charges first came out, her felony would have required more of a consequence than
Than dude getting
than the
beat up.
battery charges that. And I'm like, come on now, like
he threw hands on
Bruh,
the dog. Like he,
ah,
I was like, ooh,
it got me, bro, when he one tutor, and then he came with the undercut, and I was
Dog.
like, oh nah,
that undercut dog.
I was like, he trying to,
that uppercut blood. I had a one way flight over there, dog.
and then I felt the
Yeah, I was on my way over there.
I felt the black people when they was just like, nigga, what's the point of having a black chief of police,
Chief of police, if
a female chief of police, if this
y'all
is what
gonna
can
say-
happen?
Hey, do you feel like she felt the pressure of not saying just because she's black or whatever, or stepping up in that position, like you got to do something? Because it comes
Bruh,
to a crossroad
look, I
where you
think-
can't make it about color. You got to really put down on something.
No. So for me, that's the whole point of electing black women. I fully expect a black man when he gets into a position of power politically
You got to play both sides.
to play both sides, to do like Obama, to say like, I gotta appease them as well as try to like subvertly help my people. But I expect a black woman to always be very overt about like, I'm here specifically
For my women.
to bend the scales back for us, right?
And look at you like, what? What? I just didn't got
like,
a problem?
I dare you to say something like
It's wrong?
like that's how much I think of black women and their strength is that like I will bend the scales for my people in front of your face and dare you to say something. So I feel them when they say like, what's the point of having her in office if this can happen?
If this could happen and y'all
Some
charge us
people
for
are
this.
like, you know, the whole, if you put your hands on somebody, expect them to react because she hit him.
Look,
I kind of feel like she probably underestimated the white boy and didn't think that he was going to come at her like that.
no, didn't he put his hands on her first?
I don't know what
No,
started
he
it.
slapped her phone out her hand.
Oh.
He
What?
slapped the phone out her hand, and then she was like, you're tripping. And then that's when she went over there and like try and hit him. And that's when he like went freaking Roy Jones Jr. on her.
And then she busted window.
Now,
I don't know when the busting window happened.
now, B, here's a question for you.
Talk to me.
You her man.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably the one that was videotaping.
Do you immediately gotta just go get you a lawyer and get your bail money because you gotta go beat dude up, or do you wiggle your way? Like, how do you deal with that if you her man?
If you went
Look,
there,
that's what I'm saying. If I'm not there, we gotta do it. We gotta do it legally because it already blew up.
yeah.
You can't
But
just
if you
be
on
that.
site,
You just can't.
everybody's
Yeah,
fighting.
you just can't be that ignorant dude to just be like, man, I'm finna kill this dude, and like, what's the point of that?
So you gotta just
You gotta do it legal. You gotta do it right. Like,
do your woman look at you the same when you like
Absolutely.
let's call the police versus like
no, wait,
I'm
hold
about to go
on.
handle
You
this?
talking about me being there?
No. I'm saying.
Oh, you
you're
talking
not
about
there.
like just court me just jumping over and trying to prove a point?
I'm just saying like your
Nah,
woman come
if-
home talking about I just got beat up, and then you end up seeing the video like.
If
What's your
I can't,
responsibility?
look, this is me. If I can't find Dukes, number one, this is a random act, so nobody's gonna know who this dude is. Nobody's gonna know where he's
he
at.
worked.
Huh?
He was a bartender at the bar.
Oh, we gotta go to the bar.
I feel like
Now, if I know where he's at, now we got a problem.
I feel like you gotta go.
Did you hear?
Yeah,
what
no,
T.I.
that's what I'm
said?
saying. If I know where he at, we got a problem.
Yeah, you
but
gotta
I'm
go.
talking about just a random act, and I'm gonna see him in court. Like, nah, I
Yeah,
can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, but I think
But
if you
yeah,
know where he
hell
at,
yeah.
you gotta go.
Nah, I gotta go to jail.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta go.
I got to.
You gotta go. You gotta show.
I
him
can't
proof.
I can't let my wife come home to this and she like, he around the corner. I'm like, ooh, what he look like? How big was how big was his neck?
Hey,
Like, she know I'm a wild out.
Hey, especially if I see the video. If I see the video, I'm gonna be like, bruh.
Tiff, you think I'm a wild out?
If you're there.
Or you come home like this?
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of like your crazy button.
Dog, a whole switch is gonna go off, dog.
I'm like
this.
that. When people do me wrong or something or do anything that's not, I'm like the activate button for him.
He,
Like, what is that called? When you like
I don't know. The don't press here button.
Man,
The break glass to get in case of the
man, we
emergency.
just dealt with that this weekend, man. I'm like,
kind of cuckoo.
you are bugging. Like, I need you to tell them through me, say I said it. I don't care. Like,
Hey,
I don't like that.
See,
Dog. I don't like
I'm
that.
glad that we got to this because this is what I was thinking at first. Like when you was like, "Oh no, bruh," I think if somebody did that to Tiff, whether you knew where they was,
I'm
or
gonna
not,
be holding him back.
I feel like you would find them.
Yeah.
I feel like when the police called and been like,
No.
"We got him in custody," I feel like you at the station, like, where he at?
Where you at?
Hey, I could
Like,
say I'm like that with my loved ones, dog. Like I feel like I could take whatever and like you can say whatever, do whatever, and I might not react the way people think I will. Be like, nah, whatever. Be a sucker. All right, cool. I ain't tripping. But when you mess with my loved ones' blood, that's my
Yeah,
get them. Like,
I feel like
lose it.
I feel like I got to take you out.
Like, lose it.
I feel like you got to leave the city of Sac. Cause I'm gonna find you.
You cannot be at that bar. Please don't be at that bar.
I'm gonna find you. I'm
Please
gonna do the
don't.
most unethical thing in the world too. I'm gonna get some of the little homies that's struggling doing the right thing in life and just be like, just for your
Hey.
Waiting for somebody to tell me where to go.
Hey, this
for your mentor one time.
Hey, this
just,
kind of remind me of the time, dude. Look, I'm driving in my old school, right? My Monte Carlo. I had 72 Monte Carlo. Me and Tiff driving down the highway. One of my rims flew off. I'm riding on the axle, dog, sliding,
wow.
sparks flying everywhere. We swerving on the freeway, pull over, and hit a ditch. Wow. We get out, we shooken up like, damn. Some dude, man, he had to be like 7'7", dog.
He was hella big.
Hella
A
big.
CO too.
A CO from Vacaville.
He was just scared too.
Hella big, dude. Gonna come over here. What the F you do to my car? You Snap City, dog. I was trying to kill this man, dude.
Well,
My little,
like,
I was about 120 pounds.
yeah, because
I'm in his
something
face.
had busted his window.
Yeah, like a
on
bolt
the freeway.
bounced off
So
and
he
busted
was
his window.
Probably shaking up too. And
Right.
just
Dog,
like,
we
what
coming
the
out a
heck?
ditch, and he talking about you busted my window, you little Snap City, dog. Tiff in between. I'm like, man, back! I'm about to kill this. I'm in his face. He would have done one hammer punch. I would have been out. But my mind, I ain't gonna front. He would have killed me. But my mind state and when I go there, blood, it's like whatever. Like if I gotta die, I gotta die. Like it's
I
just
did that,
tonight's the night.
I did that with Nicole one time, bro. I was this was way back when we was dating, so I had to be like 2021. I was on one drunk, went and picked her up, and was stopping by Taco Bell before we got back to the house, bro. That Taco Bell, right there where the Big Five is, bruh. And the way I came in, I was parked, and this car came and like nudged me from the side. And then he was talking dumb, and then he was looking at Nicole talking dumb to her, and Nicole looked at me.
Black, white?
Man, I can't remember. I think he was Arab or something. Oh. But she gave me the look.
Get him. She gave you a look like, what you gonna do?
So,
you gonna let him talk to me like that?
She gave a look, and then after she gave a look, she backed it up with the, my nigga gonna fuck you up.
Oh.
Dang, you gotta represent, dog.
Bruh.
Hey,
and my nigga was in the car with me too, so we just got out the car.
And, you let loose? You put them
Bruh.
Man.
Bruh, then we went home scared, like the boys gonna come.
Did he get our place? Did he get our place? What you think? Hey, every knock on the door, you know.
Nigga that, because we went.
Hey, I was in that situation one time, man. How far is Can you tell a story before it don't count more?
I think you good, bro.
You beat up somebody?
It's a lot of details the person had to put together to.
Okay, yeah, cities, all that. Man, a hit and run, dog. Nah, I ain't gonna even.
No, that's not.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. But
I'm like the type of person that hit somebody's car and leave a note.
Yeah, I ain't that person.
Skirt.
No, I would, bro, because I didn't seen it's real consequences when you hit and run.
I'm talking about a parked car.
Even a parked car, like it's real.
Ski skirt.
I'm like, let me just leave a note. I always do things
according to how people will do you.
I would want somebody to do for me.
Nah, that don't work for me.
She would really listen to her parents when they said do unto others.
I don't think that's my parents. I think that's the Lord.
Is that the Lord?
That's your main parent, the Creator. Yeah, man. I try my best to abide by the rules, but sometimes that
glasses out.
Niggas made me come through and change my ways. Hey, but when you said drunk, dog, hey, you ain't gonna believe the craziest thing. I'm kicking with my homeboy right this weekend. We went down to Drake's.
No, bro, I see
that. We went down to Drake's. We went to Drake's and then had a bottle over there.
Ready for Game of Thrones.
Oh, hell already.
Hey,
what's the date?
I'm
you
sorry,
got a date on that? Because it's April. We in April.
April 14th.
That's like next week.
Yes.
And they like an hour and some long, huh?
I seen the preview.
April 14th, though, was like during the week.
No, April 14th is Sunday.
You know what, you're right, because we're going to be in LA.
Yeah. And I seen the preview.
We going to be in LA.
So ready.
Oh, man, honey, we got to make sure we like.
So ready. I didn't mean to throw you off, but like, I just seen I'm so ready for Game of Thrones, bro.
That's next weekend.
And
you gonna wait for us to watch it?
Hey, do we gotta do?
That's a heavy ask right there.
You gonna wait till we get back?
So you want me to not press play while it's recorded?
We'll be back on Monday.
So you telling me?
We'll be back on Monday. I'm just saying.
I like watching reruns. As she be saying to me, I like watching reruns.
Hey, no, I'm willing to wait an extra day.
Hey, it ain't gonna be lit up in white. It's gonna be gray. I wait that shit. Why is it gray?
Man, we can't even go on social media or nothing.
Nah, you gotta commandeer yourself away from the world for this, because people gonna want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I've been doing, man? I've been fasting, man. I went to church. I've been fasting from social media.
I've been noticing that, bro.
Yeah. So I've been telling them what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been fasting. I mean, I dropped something on 2 dudes and the chick, but then I was like, no, I got to do that. But for the most part, the browsing and all that junk, fasting, brother.
I hear you.
He got to me. He said 14 days. Y'all can't give up 14 days or something that you love.
That's
no. What got him is it ain't gotta be just food.
Yeah, that's
food. Give us something. No, so you talking my language, brother?
Yeah, now I get it.
Hey, I didn't realize I'm like when I get up at work, I'm like, damn, I got too much time now.
Nah, I feel it though.
Man, I'm doing a comic book with my son now.
You're supposed to been doing that since Christmas.
Yeah, but now no social media. Come on, do this comic book.
Yeah, I feel it, bro.
Well, not only that, but he's asking you every 2
every
seconds.
day. Hey, but yeah, my boy, man.
Yeah.
We went to Drake's and then had a bottle over there. Went to the Punch Bowl. Next thing I know, I see his mama been in the
Bruh,
corner,
I was
dog. I'm like,
dying
dude, where your
laughing.
mama come from?
Bro, that had to be the funniest. I was
I ain't never,
Like, at the end of the video, why is he still driving?
cause he thought
And
he was gonna,
he in the back seat.
cause he thought he was gonna be drunk. Like, I'm like, blood, like, we gonna be here for a long time,
Listen,
dog.
And it was
Better
Like,
just
to
hella
be
funny to
safe.
see him and his mama arguing. She's
Dude.
like, I stay right around the corner.
he like, I didn't call her. I was just letting her know that if I get too drunk, she gonna have to be a
Hey,
designated
he
driver.
was cussing and everything. You think you'd be able to cuss in front of your mama?
Hell no.
That just seems so strange, huh?
Every time I see families
they're
like that.
interacting as if they were like partners.
Yeah, every time I see families like that, it throws me off.
It's weird, huh?
That's just the relationship they got.
I
It-
get
I ain't
that.
got that. My mama.
It's like the sex thing, right? It's like, I know you're fucking, but you ain't gonna fuck in my house. You know?
Wait, even if you married?
No, I mean
Like,
you
just
know what I'm
like
saying?
growing up
I'm
in high
just,
school
or
growing
something
up,
like- yeah,
like-
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Like you got your little girlfriend. Even if your girl, like, even with my girl when Nicole was pregnant, my mom be like, "Oh, it's cool, y'all cute.
Oh,
she can
because y'all
spend the
wasn't
night."
married.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? That's like cussing in front of me. Like, you ain't gonna fuck in my house. You got to go somewhere else.
You cuss in front of
Fucking
your mama?
come back. Hell nah.
Just said no.
Hell. If I cuss in front of if I get angry and cuss in front of my mama, we having a conversation later.
I heard what you said.
Right. With a scripture. Like, you'd be like 3 weeks later, you'd be like, now, you know, you're using that language.
You like it's like, you know what, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, dude, I'm
She
so
told me that I was verbally abusing my daughter. Like, serious, bro.
Because
Like,
you was cussing at her?
like, had a serious conversation.
Yeah, I don't.
Like-
I don't.
Like-
I'm lightweight on her hype
Like-
with that, dog.
No, it wasn't just. It wasn't. It wasn't cussing at her. It was using profanity around her.
What?
It was just like, yeah, I don't care. Just because y'all nerds. But she was like, I didn't use profanity around you.
Man, that's
And
real.
you use it around your daughter. That is verbal abuse. I'm like, nigga.
I look at it like this, man.
I
This
look at
is
it
my
as
view.
she gonna
My
grow up
daughter,
and get
yeah, my
somebody
daughter,
just like
my
this.
daughter, like we set the examples for our daughter. So if I'm telling my daughter I love her and all this, and I'm able to cuss her out and all that junk, and she get used to that, she gonna get. It's gonna be nothing for a dude to be able to cuss her out.
And be like,
And
I love you.
And I love you.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about cuss out.
I'm
talking about cuss around.
even.
My mom was just like, you know, because sometimes I'll be like to my kid, I'd be like, what's a good example? Like, maybe I'm outside cooking,
Don't clean it up.
you know what I mean? And I burn myself and I'd be like, fuck. What the fuck? My mom is like, that's verbal abuse.
I don't think that verbal abuse, but I don't
think none of it. Now, I never, only time I cuss at my daughter
Let's get to it.
is if she did something wrong and I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Or what the fuck was you thinking? But I'll never be like, you dumb fuck.
Man, remember Robin? That lady was going off on her kids
When?
in Fairfield.
Oh yeah,
I was just
man. I'm
like,
like, come
oh my
on, let's do better,
gosh.
black people.
And never in public except for that one time when I got arrested at high school.
When somebody thought she was in danger.
And somebody was like, who is this man?
when I,
Somebody was like, can you not
when I
talk to her
threatened
like
the
that?
teacher. I was
Yeah,
like,
man,
bitch,
just-
I'll beat your ass. That's the only.
Yeah, I just feel like, man, I'm my first daughter's love, so
Dude,
I
our
just want to set the
kids-
example.
I've never even told my kids to shut up before.
Yeah, I don't even like doing that.
None of them have
You're
ever
good.
said
Yeah,
You,
it just-
you have a meanness about you that you don't need to tell your kids to shut
a
up.
meanness.
We were all in here in fear about an hour ago.
Man, straight up, I was like, I ain't talking to her.
Every last one of us was in fear. Brandon was agreeing with everything. Brandon, yes,
Yeah,
please,
straight
yes,
up.
just don't bring that
Man,
energy
like,
to
man,
me.
let that energy go.
Yeah,
Like,
look,
yes.
that's why he looked at Nine and said, "You played yourself."
Yeah, you played yourself,
You
dog.
kept on talking.
Ain't-
Mine was like, how'd I play
How did I
myself?
put dude,
Yeah.
just go to bed. Just,
And I was thinking, ooh,
Just stop.
who asked
Just
that?
stop.
Just
Do
go to
not
bed, yeah.
irritate her even
Yeah,
more
I'm
before
like-
before something fly.
I'm
your
like,
way.
ain't you about to irritate me
Yeah.
asking me how you play yourself?
Yeah,
So,
like-
dog,
That's what I was thinking. I was surprised
just-
that you answered him.
No,
Just
it
go to bed.
That's why I said just go to bed,
Yeah.
man.
Like, we got company over right now.
Yeah, you probably,
Because I feel like he really wanted to know.
Hey man, he was. Yeah, I was like, nah. I peeped it.
yeah. I was like, you know what, dog? I feel like you're back talking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just go to bed, man, because whoopings might be next.
You don't need to tell nobody to shut up when you got that type of energy about you.
But my kids don't be picking up on that sometimes.
They don't,
It's
dog.
because you don't have
And
to
I
shut
just
up.
be like, oh my God.
You gotta get that shut up
Yeah.
in your life.
Yeah, you
I tell
just-
my kids to shut up. They will be.
I feel like you need.
Right.
Bella will be like, why did you say that to me?
Oh,
Just
nah.
drop.
And then Chum will just completely like eyes will fill up, and then Nine would get this weird smirk looking nervous look on his face.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was in my 20s, I was a bad father, in the sense that I didn't want to whoop my kid. I just wanted
you
to
just-
just mentally break her.
Wow,
I just wanted to
that's disturbing.
just get her to a point where she good, and then say something to her, and she be like, "Why did you go that way?" And then just tears will fall down, but I act like I don't see the tears,
That's pretty abusive.
Yeah,
and then I'd be like, "What you crying for?" And
Yeah.
she
You talking about I need help?
That's pretty.
I said when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Wow.
he was practicing on his daughter. Like,
Wow.
She be like, I don't know what to do.
Wow.
yeah, you was a bad parent. I concur.
I knew I was bad. I didn't think I was bad, but I knew I was bad when my mom called me to the house one day. I was in SAC. She called me to the house, and she was like, we need to talk. And I was like, what's up? And she was like, your daughter did something wrong. And when I went to go correct her, she just broke down completely. She was like, I couldn't even correct her because she like broke down. And I was like, good. She was like, no.
No.
Like, she was like, nigga, what is you doing?
That's not good.
She was like, what are you doing in
What do you
SAC?
mean
She was
good?
like, this little girl just could not. My daughter was like 5, and she was like, she could not function for like an hour. And I was like, well, that's how I be. I was like, so I don't have to whoop her. I just mentally. She was like, nigga.
Get a belt.
What? She was like,
Get a
get your
belt.
life
You a
together. She was like, what did you try to do to this kid?
What's the story you had about your daughter?
Oh man. So
You caught her with a boyfriend?
no, man, this made me completely question
Your parenting?
not our parenting, but what we have been doing with her, because we haven't forced her to do sports or
You
any of
haven't?
those. No, we haven't. So this is like the first time that it really just popped up where I was like, oh, we've been doing her a disservice by not forcing her to do activities.
Try different.
She had too much time on her hand.
Nah, man, I'm gonna tell you. So, I had an interview
We'd be like, just get to the story.
in NAU. I had an interview in Flagstaff on Friday.
Flagstaff, that's in Arizona.
I asked them to.
You know why I know that's in Arizona?
Sister wives.
Sister wives. They
And
moved to Flagstaff.
And I asked some of the people on my interview panel, I was like, when they was like, do you have any questions for us? I was like, yeah. Have y'all seen the Sister Wives people in town? And they was like, yes, we have.
They have?
At the dentist's office. I was
Because
like,
they bought property out there. Anyway, go ahead.
But the interview was from like 8 to 5.
What?
Yeah, bro. Like literally 8 to 5.
We're going through like hella different panels.
Yeah, hella different. It was
people.
7 different panels that I went through.
Did you get it?
On that day? I don't know, because I was the first interview, so they had more to do.
You'd rather be the first or the last?
I'd rather be the first so I can set the bar high. And from what I've heard from my colleagues, some of the other folks have come with a different energy, but definitely have not impressed the way
You have.
I have. So
when you
hopefully
going here?
probably within the next couple of weeks.
Okay. Carry on.
So I'm on my last panel. We're moving from one room to the next for my last panel.
Was it white people?
Mostly white people.
You really won them over with that Sister Wives. Because that was unexpected coming from you, I'm sure.
Probably.
That was
Yeah,
a good
probably.
one.
They was laughing at
That
me.
was a good one.
Nicole is blowing up my phone, like in my second
While
to
you're going
last.
through the...
Yeah. So now all of a sudden I'm worried. We moving, and I'm like, oh my God, like, am I gonna be able to handle this in the time that we moved from one interview to the next. So I called Nicole like, is somebody dead? Because you didn't call me like 5 times.
She didn't send no text.
Didn't send no text, didn't leave no voicemail. She's like, your daughter is breaking down. Now my daughter is like hysterically crying.
In the background?
Yes. Amaya was trying out for cheerleading.
Oh, I know somebody else doing that too.
Yeah. And, you know, we encouraged her. You know, it's one of the reasons why I bought the water bottle. She's like, I need a water bottle. I was like, sure, I'll get you one. She's every day. I'm hearing her upstairs practicing the whole 9 yards. Friday come, she feel like she done forgot a part of the routine.
I heard it was real intense.
And she don't want to do it no more. Because she feels like she's going to embarrass herself. And I'm like, nah, you can't quit. You gotta go through even if you fail, you gotta go through the whole, because failure to me is opting out of doing it altogether. Now, when she was in the 7th grade, she tried out for volleyball, really tried her best, and didn't make the team. And the coach said it wasn't that she wasn't good, it was just that all the other volleyball players been playing for hella long. Yeah. So she was at a disadvantage. It's really the same thing with the cheerleading. Like some of the folks she was going up against.
Man, they've been cheerleading since that age.
And also too, she's already in the 9th grade, right?
No, she's in the 10th.
So she's going for varsity.
Well, they do it differently at CO. It's like if you don't make varsity, they'll put you on JV. So it was possible for her to be a junior.
Who wants to be a junior on JV?
I get that. And I was saying that to her too, but she was like, I don't mind, you know, but apparently she did mind.
She thought she didn't mind.
Being a junior on JV. So the coach was saying like.
You can work your way back up though.
Yeah, but the coach was really saying like, she's not, you know, she ain't never did this before. She's not good enough for varsity, but you know, we probably. Because
at that point, if you're going to varsity, you've been doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
She was like, we probably put her on JV. And I'm
this
like.
Since Pop Warner days.
Right.
Just do it. But she forgot a part of the routine and thought she was going to embarrass herself. So she came at us like, I just decided I don't want to do cheerleading no more. And I'm like, tell the truth. Like,
why?
Like, why? And then it came out like, I think I'm embarrassed myself and whoop. And I was just like, you can't. So it was really hard for me in Arizona trying to
force her to go.
Right. Because if I was there, I would have put my arms around her. I would have hugged her. You know what I mean? Like I would have calmed her down, and now I got to do everything through Nicole
remotely. And
Nicole don't do things the way that I do things, so I'm frustrated because I'm like, just do this, and Nicole is like, wait a minute, I got it, and I'm like, and she in the background, I'm just like, fuck, right? So then I had like the most Ijoma like moment like in my life. So the last interview panel was nothing but students. So I'm sitting in front of these students. I can't concentrate on the questions they asking me. So I said, look, I just need to get this out and then we can get back into it. So I'm like, this is what's going on with my daughter. So they said, you know what you should do? You should tell your daughter that I support whatever decision you make, but because you've put in all this work, I think you should still try out. But if you decide not to, I support you and I'm okay with it.
Put that pressure on him.
So I called my daughter on the spot, put her on speakerphone. I was like, baby, she was like, yeah, still. I was like, if you don't want to do it, I support you. And I told her the whole spiel. So she was like, okay, well, I just want to do the team, but I don't want to do the individual. Whatever your decision is, I support you. So she's like, all right. You know what I mean? She starts calming down. She goes to go do it. I get off the phone, and as I'm trying to say thank you to the young
clapping
people,
or crying.
I started crying, bro.
Oh. That is so Ijoma like. He's talking about un-Ijoma like. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the un-Ijomaness. Hey. That's so you.
Big crocodile tears, bro.
Oh, you have sister, wife, and you won them over with your personal life?
Big crocodile tears. The one black dude was like, bruh. He was like, you know what it is in our community. I've never seen a black man cry.
Oh, it's done.
So for you,
job is yours.
So for you to do that, it was just, I was like, I wasn't trying to But I was like, y'all caught me on my baby. You know, that's a nigga heart right there, bro. I was boo-hooing on the interview.
How many people was there?
Bro, it had to be like 30 to 35 students in that room.
Somebody else, the girls were probably crying.
And I'm in there boo-hooing.
Did you catch somebody else wiping their tears?
Nah, I didn't catch nobody wipe. But I heard the little gay dude was like, nigga, this is better than reality TV. But nigga, I was boo-hooing. But that really made me think, like,
you should have been putting her in sports so she had a confidence to like go out there and try and know what
and
failure
fail.
felt like.
Yeah, like I was trying to explain that to her, like when she was depressed at night and I'm talking to her,
put her in karate.
I'm like, failure is all a part of the process of growing up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And in her mind, she's like, if I wouldn't have listened to you and I wouldn't have tried, then I wouldn't have failed. And I'm like, but that's a level of failure that
In itself.
yeah. But she couldn't just wrap her head around it. She felt hella embarrassed.
Yeah.
I was like, crying hysterically is more embarrassing than like.
I feel like that was my son in track.
But I tell you what I didn't hear her say until I was driving home. And it dawned on me. She didn't want to do it because some girls at her school who were like, you know, unofficial captains on the cheerleading team, they had already talked the night before about who was going to make the team and who wasn't. And apparently there was some conversation about her, and it was really kind of like the way she played it out for me, really kind of like a ha-ha, like Amaya thinks, but she's not good enough.
Like Mean Girls.
Right. Like she's just not good enough to make the team. And so for her, she was like, I don't even want to, like,
Giving
they've
that
already.
satisfaction.
Exactly. And I didn't hear that in the moment because I was in such a, like, we didn't spend money. We didn't invest the time.
It
like,
can go either way. It can go like trick you. I'm still about to do
you
my
still gotta
best.
be about you.
And you're not about to run me out of nothing.
right.
Throw the fingers up and do you.
That's what I wanted her to do, but she wasn't there mentally. And that's when I was like, that's because we haven't gave her enough opportunities to like, I wanted her to have what I have in me, which is fuck that. Like, you think I'm gonna fail? Like, I'm gonna show you. But she got more of her mom in her, which is like.
But it could be the coddling, and she ain't been through what you've been through, so you can't just
that too.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying though, we probably had that as young because of the experience that we've been through. Like he said, playing sports, you fail, you get struck out, you get hit, you get a lot of things you go through in sports that really teach you lessons of not being fearful of certain things, like he said. And her not going through that, and then being at this age, yeah, she's young, but you got to think of all the people that have been through this and prepared for this at this point of her life.
Peachy, she was going out too, and she's been doing cheer for
Yes.
a long time,
Like,
and she was nervous. She was like, man, because it was intense, because they teach you something one day, teach you something the next day, show me on Friday.
Yeah, she been
like,
cheerleading
wait,
since
hold on,
Bella
wait,
age, all the way
let
through.
me get some more. You know what I'm saying? So she was stressing out about it too, and she been doing this.
Yeah, nah.
So imagine somebody like
Day
essentially
one,
off
fresh
the couch.
off the couch.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go. Hold on now. Wait
Yeah,
a
that's
minute.
what
She ain't got her spirit fingers right.
it was all that, and it also made me just feel like I wish, and she probably wouldn't have allowed me, but I wish I would have worked with her on her cheers to help her.
Like that one commercial.
Yeah. Exactly like
So
that.
did she try out?
Yeah, she ended up, I talked to her, she said she ended up doing both the team and the individual.
And did you really the follow up with I'm so proud of you and
All the follow-up with the I'm so proud of you.
let's go eat?
Did the whole like, you can't.
Did you bring her flowers?
I didn't. And I got on the in the conversation I got jumped right back into dad mode with the like, you just got to learn how to work harder, yada yada yada. And then that's where I feel like I haven't showed her enough of my failures, because that's when she was like, I'm not like you. I know you've probably forgotten, because what she said was she just forgot like a piece of it. She was like, I know you've forgotten like one of your speeches that you be doing, but I'm not you. Like, you just do.
Like, you're perfect.
Right. And I was just like, I'm like, baby, like I fail all the time. And she was just like not trying to hear it. Like, no, you don't. Like, you don't know what this is like. And so it was just a lesson all the way around. But it was just really interesting because she was really into it. Now she was saying like, I think I want to go back to Franklin. And I'm
wow.
Nah,
I'm like,
hell
nah.
no.
Wait, now that's just
I'm like,
too
nah.
far.
I'm like,
You can't
nah,
run away
yeah,
from
like
stuff. Like,
one
we ain't
little
gonna even
failure,
start
like,
that.
like,
Nah.
nah. I'm like,
You got to ride this out.
I'm like, nah. Just because you didn't make the team, like,
You're
you
not
know.
gonna be the only one that didn't make the team. It shouldn't even know if she made it or not yet.
Hey, you said something.
I hope
that,
she made the JV because I still want her to do
They're
it.
not gonna find out for another week.
Yeah.
Hey, you said something like that made me remind me of something I seen today up in Denver. Matter of fact, a family woke up to nigger spray painted all over their house with spray painted hangman noose. You seen that?
Yeah.
What made me think about what you said? They was asking the dude. You know, he kept it up there for like a week or two.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they asked him, "Why would you keep this up here?" And he was like,
Well, they did it. They must want to see it.
Nah, he was like, number one, the community need to talk about this. Two,
Make them uncomfortable.
yeah, he's like they spray painted, and if I spray painted it, my sons, he's like, it's me covering up stuff away from my kids, and they need to see what's going on around us. He was like, and if I hide it from my kids, then they would never know, versus me telling them versus them seeing it and us living it. And I was like, it made me think about what you said like a couple of minutes ago, but.
Yeah, nah, it was deep, man. So it really just made me think that if I do get this job, like I got to be mindful of just
Like when you say show your failures, like what would you like? I didn't get the job, I like things like that.
everything, bruh. Like I make mistakes daily.
Right, we just don't sit down and
You know what I mean?
So this
We
is what
just-
I failed at today.
Yeah.
everybody.
Nah, it's not
It's
even
just-
that. It's just
No,
like
I'm
just-
saying what I'm saying is you're not thinking. Okay, we need to have a round table of how I failed today.
Right.
So he's just saying I just need to be more aware.
aware. Yeah,
to be
let her
able
know that
to-
I'm not perfect and things happen to me, so she won't get this.
Because all she knows is that dad figures it out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
No,
You
I'm
know,
with
like
you.
even when I got arrested last year, like
that's hella funny.
like just that whole
You knew he
process
was
to
on
me.
house arrest, right?
She knew I was on house arrest, but
That's a
then
fail.
Yeah,
but it was to me, it was no different.
she like you handle it good. You ain't
It was just
tripping.
no different from my everyday life because I don't have to go to work every day 9 to 5.
Yeah,
So when she see it, she just like
it ain't nothing for you.
it's just like oh
you-
this is normal. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like so I mean, but that was an example of a failure. But I just think there needs to be more examples of things that I'm really trying to do where it's just like I just failed on my ass today. You know what I mean? And now I got to figure out how to come back. On that. So, you know, that's something I have to figure out. But, you know what I mean? Like, as a man and as a father, I just always naturally gravitate towards hiding my mistakes because
That's the
it's
dude was
all
saying.
about results. You know what I mean?
It's the second time I heard that. That's the dude was saying with the nigger. He was like, you can't hide it. You can't just cover it up. Like, we need to talk about it and need to show my kids.
But you want to. It's like if I lost my job today, I don't know if I would come straight home and just be like,
I lost my job.
I lost my job. Like I would probably try to hide it first until I had a game plan together
I think that's normal though.
to approach it.
I think that's normal to
Because it's
to
like
where
it's a
like you don't want your kids to
They don't
have
need to know
anxiety. You
everything.
don't want them
You
stressing,
don't want them to know
thinking that that their life is gonna get turned upside down
I
because you're
feel that.
stressing. So you gotta have some type of strong
But
point.
they also miss out on seeing how you go through the process of coming up with a game plan. Or
Man, it depends on the kid and it depends on the age. Like I think your daughter at that age, yeah, she's able to process that.
Right.
But 9 at like 11, and me coming home talking about I lost my job, he think the world gonna end, and then
But-
they could get him anxiety from that.
But I feel like at 9's age, you would want him to see and feel that
Nah,
so
don't.
that it helps prepare him for like when life is like you don't want to.
I could. It's certain things I feel like you can tell when you're going through certain stages in your life. Like I can talk to him about around this time. You probably didn't know, but this is going on. I handled it this way, versus me making him feel what I go through as a grown man to 11-year-old. That don't make no sense. Now he up all night talking about, Dad, did you get a job? Dad, we gonna be able to eat? Dad, do we gotta move? Like he's stressing.
But it's a difference between putting the stress on your kid.
Once you introduce them to something that's tragic to
but
you
why
like
are you
that,
trying to hide it from
it's a difference between hiding and a difference between like, dog, like you do not want to put that stress on your kid.
I don't know, man. I hear what you're saying, but I feel like if my son is 25 or 30 and comes to me and is like, this would happen to me, instead of me saying like, remember that time? Like you didn't know that this was going on, but this was going. I'd rather my kid be like, I remember my dad went through this because I was fully aware of it, and I remember how he handled it.
Every kid is different, dog. Like
you
it's
got an amazing son that can handle it.
It's one thing. It's one thing like for me to go through something, and then once I get another job, I could talk to him about the process. Hey, things might change around here. Nine, Daddy had that job before. Now I was in the process of this happened, so we might have to cut back, scale back. It's not going to affect you too much, but we're going to scale back on some process.
Or he could be right there with you, like, so Dad, what you going to do today? Oh, this is my game plan.
I disagree. I want him to live his normal childhood, like my parents. My parents been through things, dog. My pops got laid off. My mom got her job taken away, and I seen the change. But like they didn't like come down on me like, yo, it's gonna be some big things. Daddy got laid off today.
But that's what I'm saying. The way you
gonna process it because you gonna know like it ain't no more Kool-Aid in there, ain't no more milk. Like, what's up, man? We cutting back. Like,
nah,
like oh, dang, something weird.
I think it's
that's why
different.
we just eating beans and rice.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like it dog. It's a kid. Their imagination is wow.
I disagree, bro. I disagree because you talking to someone who had to experience all that as a child.
I had to experience that. My mom had a daycare house with like 15, 20 kids and got shut down in one day and been doing it from the time I was born to the time I was in 8th grade, and they shut her down. No questions asked. You start again. This is fines you be paying. We're going to be here every day. Shut it down. Lost the house. Pops got laid off. Like, we've been through it, dog. Bankruptcy, all that junk.
And you don't think that helped you when it came to adversity as an adult?
Did they sit down and have a talk with you, or you just observe what was happening?
Nah, they didn't sit down and have a talk with me. Like it just came. It was just like, at one point when they had to, yeah, like we lost the house. This is going on, but it was like, don't worry about nothing. I don't want y'all stressing. Everything gonna be all right. Because they had once again. I said once they had to bring it up to us because it was too much change.
I mean, they brought it up, but they really didn't bring it up.
Yeah,
they
like
told you enough. Don't worry.
Yeah, just enough. Don't worry. Like it's going to be some changes around here, but don't worry about it.
Like
I said that.
Not put it all like.
Didn't I say that?
Nah, you said.
No, I said once I get the change and know what's going on and where I have to tell them, then I'm gonna have to tell them. But till then, it's like, don't worry about it. Like my kids ask me, Dad, how much you make? Enough to get you some food and some chicken. Like, what you mean?
It's
like
almost kind of like when we lost the house. When we were living in an apartment.
Oh yeah.
And the loan fell through.
Mm-hmm.
That was devastating.
Yeah.
That was devastating. But it was like
we had to tell them because
until then,
we've been coming visited from the ground.
But look,
up.
you told them.
We had to.
You had to.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dog, it goes back to what I say. You making it seem like you just come home and be like, Daddy lost his job. Let's come up with a plan together.
No, I'm not saying it come up with a plan. I'm saying that it doesn't.
You want them to see the struggle that you go through.
For a kid to see, like, for me to come home on day one and say, hey, like, yes, I lost my job. Dog. Nothing is going to change around here. And then for my kid to see me piece together that plan that gets everything back on track.
Once again, I disagree.
I think that if that is true, if nothing is going to really change for your kid, okay, you can tell them, but
if you going through it still, then it's not a good time.
If something is going to change, like, you need to have a conversation. Like, we didn't get the house, so
right,
we're still here. Like, we're supposed to be moving this weekend, but they just said no. we've been coming to visit here since it was dirt, watching it be built all the way up, and now they're saying
we can't have
it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I thought we was getting the house.
And then
we didn't tell them why we didn't get the house. We just said it just didn't work out. God got something better for us, and we gonna figure it out.
Right.
Exactly.
So then from there, we went from the slumps, and we moved into a better location.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw them pictures up. We was in the hood.
We went from a 1-bedroom in the hood for like a year.
Hey, y'all had
and
a
then
roller coaster.
Once
for
we
real.
said no to the house, I was like, I reached my capacity if I can living like this, because it was for a season. That season came, and so it's over now. We got to go.
Hey, God be doing stuff like that. Sometimes he just need to know that you okay to rock with whatever he decide to do for you in your life.
You got tested. Like I said,
He
was
want to
in
see your character, like
the
how you gonna
ghetto.
act.
Yeah, the kids didn't even trip. They
Yeah, y'all
never
kids.
complained.
I posted that on my personal page
They
because
was
it came up
happy
on.
and ever.
Yeah, y'all
I mean,
kids.
they
It
couldn't
came up
play
on Facebook
outside,
Live, dog.
but
We was in a 1-bedroom apartment with beds in the living room.
we didn't
I
even
ain't
have a
gonna
living
lie.
room.
When we was in a 1-bedroom, that was one of the most stressful times. That was one of the times where I was just like, But if we never was in the 1-bedroom, I never would have moved to Arizona. I never would have took my job in Arizona. Like I took my job in Arizona
was in a
because I was like, I got to
one-bedroom.
get away from y'all.
We was in a 1-bedroom with no cable.
Yeah. No cable, no
I-
internet, no nothing.
I like people,
We
but
had
I
internet.
fundamentally cannot handle people 24 hours a day.
In
I-
a small space, it's hard.
I need like significant alone. That's why I don't mind driving
To Arizona.
to Arizona because I get 10 hours of solitude.
He just was asking me if do you just want to go to a hotel for a night, just like by yourself?
Hey,
And then on This Is Us, they did that on This Is Us.
That's
Did
where
you
I got
see
it
that?
from.
Oh,
I was thinking about you. I was like, with you being home all day, surrounded around the kids, like her. I'm like,
yeah. She.
it
Just
made
needed a
me
moment.
like think about like you in that situation. That's why I was like, do you need time to yourself to get a hotel
Yes.
to where you can just be by yourself, just you?
And throw it a massage.
Manny
Manny and Petty.
Yeah, you kind of just
Taking it too far?
Yeah, I'm just saying, just a hotel, watch movies. Like you know what I'm saying, like
I went to lunch with a friend of mine the other day who got kids, and she was like that.
yeah, that's
Like,
why I
I
was
was like, it's time to go. She was like, can I just get
Yeah.
another 20?
That's why I'd be at the gym because the daycare is 2 hours and they be in there for exactly 120 minutes.
Yes.
Even if my workout is done, I will sit on the bench and do whatever I want to do
Yes,
until
like
it's
me.
time to pick them up.
Like, shit.
so that's why I was like,
I think it's especially being a stay-at-home mom. Like I get no breaks,
Nah.
like 0 breaks, even with him being home.
Yeah. Because he's
No breaks.
kid number 4.
Kid number 4, and then I still have to,
Hey,
work.
that got to be frustrating. Just you trying to get the things together. You come in here, Brandon, creating a comic book with 9. I would go off on you. Like, what the hell is you do? You create a comic book? Like, it's a good thing because you spending time with your kids. But if you trying to handle stuff, it's also just like, God.
nah, we got a routine. But like I said, if you need a break, holla at your boy, man. I'll throw you up in the hotel. See, I asked her, she was like, are you going to come with me? I was like, no, the whole thing is for yourself. Like, I'm cool with just locking
And that's
up the door
so
in the
funny
room.
because I didn't even know that that's what you got that from on the
Yeah.
show because she did the same thing to Randall.
Yeah.
She was like, well, now I want you to come with me.
Yeah, he's like,
You don't watch This Is Us, huh?
I don't.
Oh, man. I don't see how you get into it.
Yeah,
What happened was she said she had to go away for an overnight work trip. And then Randall, the black dude, this is the black couple on the show. Him and his dad, it was like, I got to stop by the store. So they stopped by the store. And he went in
random
the
store.
a random store. He went into the store and seen her. He was like, Beth, what are you doing here? I thought you had to go. And she was like, I mean, well, he was like, so you got the wine and the snacks for your road trip to work or whatever? And then she just broke it down. Like, I just needed 24 hours to myself without the kids, without you, without your dad being a help. Just 24 hours by myself.
I love it. Because I get.
I don't think I need that, dog.
I do, bruh.
I you know what?
You don't need it.
Until I need it.
No, you don't need it because you're not needed.
I also feel like you get your energy from people. People take energy from me.
I never lived by myself. Never lived by myself. Never had a room. I had a room to myself, but like I always
lived by myself before.
Been with somebody.
Nah, I need.
So me by myself, I be calling you up like, hey, what you doing?
You do.
You want to go walk to Costco?
I'm in the house. I'll be like, hey, you at home? I'm coming through.
Sometimes you'll hit me up and I'll actually lie to you because I'll be like, I'm in the middle of my like
alone time,
and I was like, Brandon is not gonna go.
Why can't you just say no?
Because
he's like a big kid.
No, because Brandon already be thinking I'm mean and stuff. You know,
he
be like,
all you gotta do is just say no.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey, we went to Old Sac on Sunday.
But I would never. This is the one thing I'll lie to you, but I won't ignore your call.
There you go. That's love.
It's almost better just to ignore the call.
No, it's better to do
I'll
what
take
I
it
do.
how I get it.
Yeah.
We went to Old Sac on Sunday, and
y'all look like such a beautiful family.
We rented those bikes and scooters. It was so much fun.
Y'all did like the Seattle thing, but y'all did it
hey,
downtown.
It was so much fun.
Yes.
Oh man, they do.
I love them. I love them scooters.
The kids had so much fun.
I'm gonna take one of them scooters to Elk Grove one time.
It might die.
They're gonna charge your car $9,000 for that scooter.
The scooter's a little bit more than the bike.
Yeah, they is.
You read the fine print.
I was doing that when I was in Oakland. Like wherever I was parking hella far away from the conference we went to, and then I would take that scooter to the conference. Yeah,
it was dope. It was so much. The kids love it down there.
They do. Y'all stop by the saltwater?
Yeah, it don't take much for our kids to be entertained. So all we gotta do is go down there. It was actually Chum was like, I want to go downtown.
Yeah,
it's a nice day. I want to go downtown.
It was a beautiful day.
So we just went down there.
Get $20, make it happen.
Hella
I ain't gonna lie. Saturday and Sunday was a beautiful day.
Hell yeah.
I had a dope ass Saturday too.
What you do?
Yeah.
I'll tell y'all later. I had a dope ass Saturday.
And I'm gonna post that video of my boy calling his mama. And that's hella funny,
that
dog.
Shit was hella
Next
funny.
weekend we gotta go to LA.
What y'all doing in LA?
Baby shower.
Okay.
We rise for our people.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yep.
Baby shower, and then I'm going to San Diego again for a week. Who want to come co-host?
Oh yeah, we need a co-host, huh?
I'll be gone.
What week?
It's in May.
Okay. We taking
May
applications.
14th. May 14th.
We
May
taking
14th.
applications for co-host May 14th.
I think that's a Wednesday. Let me double check.
Get at us if you want to come co-host.
I'm sorry. May 15th is open for a guest host spot.
Okay.
Also,
do we need them to send in
you
audition
guys,
tapes?
we totally should, because it's 72 days till our vacation for us. I think it's 79 for you if you're just going on the cruise. We should totally do a podcast on the boat.
I've been saying that.
We should do it.
You said that. Like,
you damn near poo-pooed me
yeah,
when I
you
said
did.
it.
Okay.
You did.
Yeah.
So
he was like, we should bring our mics and this is the brand.
She was
We
like-
should
She
do
was like,
it because we have a whole day at sea on Saturday.
Hey, we gonna meet some people and everything.
Hey,
Yeah, no, we should set it up.
Hey,
I'm
down
gonna call
for
the
it.
cruise and make sure we can do it. And then we should set it up, and then people are gonna stop and talk and do whatever.
Will we be able to bring the stands?
Nah,
the
we don't
mics?
need to.
I
We'll
think-
just hold our mics, bro.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that I am so ready.
Hey, I'm hella down for that. That'll be dope.
Hell yeah.
Podcast cruise edition.
Podcast.
Hey, I'm ready for this
edition.
cruise too.
Hey, you think we could set up a podcast on the cruise entertainment? Or we too black for that?
What?
Huh?
Set up a podcast, like I'm talking about, like in the entertainment area, like a live podcast.
That's what I thought that's what we're doing.
I'm talking about we just gonna set up
No,
at a
he
random
talking
spot.
about
I'm
like-
talking about like
In the actual stage.
boom.
Like, come watch the two dudes and
That
the chick.
sounds like they'll charge you for
podcast.
that.
Yeah, they like nah. You
We'll
ain't,
just,
you ain't
but we
regulated
can
for
do
You
that.
too-
We can
you got
still
the doc
create.
on
We
there.
can
He too
still create an audience with just the people walking back, and we got the whole day at sea.
Nah, we'll make it happen, Captain.
Alright.
Yeah.
We can, call
love
people
it.
over.
I love it when you have
We
any idea
gon-
about the podcast.
We gonna be like 50, 60 deep. We can just tell all of our people
Oh,
to
yeah,
come,
just our people
and
alone.
then they'll create a a buzz and everybody else.
Oh well, then if that's the case, let's see if we can get a room or amphitheater or something.
That's what he just said.
Well, now
And
you
then
back on my
I
hype.
just said that sounds like
Now
that's
you
gonna
back on-
cost.
When I say it, see, this is how it goes. When I say it, everybody looking at me like
we
this
just went
nigga.
through this whole conversation.
There
I
you
said
go.
that
Yeah.
sounds
There you
like
go,
it's gonna
like-
cost.
Yeah, we done came back around. Okay,
We
How
can
about
just
that?
do it right there, probably on the Lido deck.
How
Oh
long
my
we
god,
been
it's gonna
on
be
for?
so much fun.
You ready to get off?
Nah, I'm just asking.
Hey,
For like
Ijoma,
2
you gonna
hours.
do karaoke?
Hour and 40 minutes.
You
No,
gonna do
Dang.
what?
no,
Why?
I have no incentive to.
You getting the drink pass though, huh?
No,
Not.
no,
You not?
no. This Total Money Makeover has totally revamped the way I think about.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm with you on that, dog.
I'm if
So
I'm,
you not drinking on the? You know we're gonna smuggle our own drinks in though.
I am. Yes, we
You
can
got the
smuggle.
bottles?
We can smuggle our own drinks, but if I do drink, then I may just get one drink pass.
No,
And
you
then-
got
to get
you gotta
two.
get two. $400.
Every adult in the room has to have a drink pass,
Yeah.
Oh, well, then yeah, we not.
and it's like $55 a day.
Yeah,
you
I
have to
don't-
do it for the whole cruise.
Yeah, I don't mind not drinking. If it came to it, if I can't get my own liquor on, then I don't mind not drinking.
Yeah, we definitely smuggling.
Or-
some.
What if we go in on it, and like
Put them on the dot.
he can get it, we pay 2, they pay 2.
Oh, what's up with that?
Better than 4, and you get 15 drinks
A day.
a day. So y'all got 15, we got 15.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we just put them
Mhm.
on y'all, but y'all get them for
Or
us.
vice versa, it doesn't matter. We got 2 adults in our room too.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we can
We're
make
trying
that
to make it
happen.
happen. And then we still got our
Why
we still got our
don't-
lotion bottles.
Why we don't just smuggle it in like we,
we
did last
are,
time?
but you know, like my cousin said, I might want like a fruity cocktail on the, or you know, on the.
hell nah,
you
straight
know.
up.
No, we'll figure it out. I just
Gonna get chocolate.
going
wasted.
to an all-inclusive resort, it'd be worth it. On the ship, it'd be like you'd be like, I had 3 drinks and paid.
Why do you? Well, wait, what? If you buy the drinks?
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying like every time I've gotten a drink package on a cruise, I've always walked away from the cruise and been like, I
That's
only
because
had a
you were
few.
going with your wife and your kid. It's a whole different situation when you're going with like adults.
Turn up. It's a whole
Because
situation when you
we
go.
was turned the whole
All
time.
right, well,
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Listen, you doing karaoke too.
I'm not,
Why?
because Dr. IJ don't do karaoke.
That's why he should
That's
do
why you
it.
should.
No.
Yeah, you guys conquer
Oh,
your
nah.
fears.
Hey, Dr. IJ is going on the cruise with y'all.
Do
which
it
is
for
not
the
Dr.
podcast.
IJ like.
Do it for the
Mm.
podcast.
No.
Do
I'm
it for the
good.
gram.
Do it
No.
for the podcast.
I'm
Content.
I'ma not do it.
Who wants to see Dr. IJ do?
Who wants to see him strip?
Oh. Okay.
Nobody.
Leave
Well,
a
I
comment.
wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna just say sing a little song.
Hey, I just said drop a 5 if you want to see him strip. See how many fires
Wow.
we get. I'm gonna throw one myself.
Think about it.
I'll think about it.
I can do one with you if you need me to.
I'll think about it.
Hey, give me another
Karaoke
slow
queen
song
right
next
here.
week, though.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Think about that.
I know somebody that's going that likes to do karaoke, so I'll think about it.
All of us like to do karaoke.
Yeah, I do too, man. I'm a performer.
Yeah, I put on a show.
Yeah, I'm not, because I feel like if I do
You
karaoke,
sing practice
that's
what you
going
preach.
that's going to translate into me having to do karaoke one day at one of y'all functions, and
Mm-mm.
When have you ever seen karaoke here?
bro, y'all do karaoke every party.
Well, it's not karaoke because you're not looking at the screen.
It's the same thing.
No,
We do karaoke?
it's different. He's talking about how we always be singing and dancing and stuff. That's
It's
normal.
the most singing
That's
and dancing
not
is karaoke in
karaoke.
house.
No,
in the-
I'm gonna show you karaoke on the cruise.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I'll
gonna see
show
me
you
perform.
karaoke.
You gonna see, boy? You
I'ma
think these
blow your
intros
mind.
or something? Shoot, throw on something I can get sexy with.
Y'all got anything else to say?
Nah, man. Hey, we love y'all.
This was a
Thank
good
y'all for
show.
supporting. Hey,
I like this episode.
them views is going up, baby.
They
The,
is.
the views going
No,
up.
I'm noticing.
The views is going up,
We see
man.
you.
We see y'all. We love
I'm
y'all.
noticing.
Y'all telling friends. 5 stars. Don't stop. Tell your aunties, your uncles, your pops. Everybody tag somebody if you think they like 2 dudes and the chicks. Tag them if they don't. If you think they ain't gonna like it. It don't matter. Just tag somebody. Show some support. Show some love. We trying to get to that. Hey, what we trying to get to, Doc?
1,000.
1,000. Look, he in his phone. Look, he can't multitask. 1,000 downlownloads. 1,000 downloads a
episode.
An episode.
Yeah.
We ain't too far from it.
We're trying to get 1,000
episode. Hey, and that's it, man. Thanks for the love and support. We moving on up.
Yeah, we almost there. Yep.
2 dudes and a chicken. We out. Peace.
Holla.